Hello, I'm Kirk Painter, and I'm here to help you try to get into PT school. I've been a physical therapist since 1995. Been practicing in outpatient therapy. I've done rehab facilities, done some home health. I've actually written a book on how to get into PT school. So I'm here to give you guys a few tips, and hopefully, it'll help you out. All right, very good. Being a therapist is very rewarding. I have fun every day. I go into work, look forward to it. Hard to believe, I know. Forward to it. Have fun with the patients, have fun with the staff. We mess around, but we get our work done and we get people better. That's the important thing. That's why you do this, is to help people, not to make money, not to become a doctor. You're in this to get people better. So you first have to have that before you decide you want to do physical therapy. If you want to get into PT school, you obviously have to make great grades. It's very competitive. 3.5 or better is required, which is, is pretty hard to do, but you can do it. 3.65 is a little bit more competitive and on up. I've seen everything from 4.0s in the interviews to 3.2s, and all those can make it. It's just a lot easier if you have higher grades. So there's a lot of studying involved, a lot of diligence. You have to prove yourself to these people. Grades are the first thing the PT schools look at. All right. Now that you've made your grades or working on your grades, you're going to have to get some experience to make sure that this field is right for you. You need to volunteer at some places. You need to go to various locations. Go to some hospitals, do some outpatients, some pediatrics, neuro facilities. There's quite a few. There's wound care. There's a lot of places. You want to try to get as diverse experience as you can, probably at least 120 hours worth of total time as a minimum. 200 is recommended if you can. Maybe you can even work at a place. The key is you have to get to know the therapist. They have to get to know you, because ultimately you'll want a recommendation letter. You need a good one. All right. So once you start volunteering, you'll want good rec letters. So to do that, you have to be able to stand out to these therapists. You can't just sort of hang around, do much, or you can't be in their face. It's like, freaking them out a little bit. You've got to find a balance. You've got to observe. You've got to ask appropriate questions. You can't ask too many where you're, slowing down evaluations. So you really have to find a balance and be really useful to these people. They have to know or be impressed with your curiosity or your work ethic. They have to know you well enough to write a great letter of recommendation. A great one, not just a good one, not an average, but a great letter. That's probably the second biggest thing you're going to need besides grades. So make an impression, but not too forward, not too weak. Again, all this is in the book in greater detail. I hope that can help you. I'm not here like to plug the book, but there's more than I could say in just a short video. All right, good luck. So you'll want to talk to some counselors, some advisors, find out what courses you need, because there's specific courses for each school. Try to pick 3 to 5 schools that you really want to go to. Look at their requirements, sort of study those requirements, talk to those advisors, and try to take those classes, stay current, because some of those requirements may change. Talk to your advisor at your school to make sure you're on track. That way you don't have to take too many classes. You get a degree and you're like, I've got to take like 6 more classes. So you want to try to make sure you're getting the classes you need, so you're efficient going into those programs. You have everything you need, because if you don't have a class, you're not going to get in. You need to be a leader. You need to be a leader in your field. The best way to do it before you get to PT school is be the leader of organizations. Not just a member of the pre-PT club, but like a leader of the pre-PT club. The vice president, secretary, president. Try to work your way up to doing some really good. Maybe, even other organizations. You could work at Aware. You're just trying to show and prove to these people that you're capable of leading and not just sort of being back there in the background somewhere. So pretty important. So try to stand out with your athletics or your volunteer work or anything you can do to show that you're a well-rounded person. Okay, you've got an interview coming up. You're lucky enough to have made the grades, done all the footwork you need to do, applied correctly, no mistakes, good letters, and they've invited you for the interview. There's the scary part. Your whole career or your potential career boils down to a 20 to 30-minute interview if the school does interviews. So you have to really, really, really do well here and prove to them that you've done your homework. You have to know the field, you have to know the APTA, everything about the APTA, what's new, what's old, what's coming up. Your local chapters, like our Texas chapter, I'm from Texas, so our TPTA. Your local area districts. Talk to the therapist about trends, what's going on in therapy, research on Google, find out what's new, what's hot, what's going on. Know your odds. Know if reimbursement's going down. Actually, the applicant pool will drop a little bit. If it goes up, it goes up. That's just the way it is. You need to just show them when you're at that interview. You have to show them that you've done your homework. You know exactly what you want to be. You know exactly that's where you want to be, why you chose their program, and prove it to them. I mean, you're not selling anything because you're being honest. Be genuine. You have to have this desire like within you. All right? You can't just sort of, I studied a little bit here, and read a few things. I think I skimmed it. That doesn't go over well. I've interviewed hundreds, it feels like. I've been to interviews for more than 10 years sitting across from you. Whenever you're trying to interview, I may be sitting across listening to you, grading you, making recommendations. So please, know your stuff. You'll do very well if you can do that. Good luck. Well, I hope you've learned something. Hope this has been very helpful for you. Again, if you want, check out the book. It's on Amazon.com. You can look up Kirk Painter or How to Be a Physical Therapist, How to Be an Occupational Therapist. There's Kindle version. There's also a paperback version coming soon. All right, we'll see how that goes. Good luck, and I think you'll make it.